Now it's time for phase 5. A quick recap. Phase 1, we talked about why people use the internet and identified that they're looking for solutions to problems that they have. Phase 2 was about the benefits, understanding how to communicate in the process of helping someone find a solution. And then phase 3 was identifying the fact that an email list is the most valuable asset you can have in all of internet marketing, and that's where you need to focus your efforts around to begin with. And then, of course, phase 4 was about once you get them onto a list and accepting that offer and that value for their email address, it all comes down to really delivering good content and information related to helping them solve their problems if you want to make money from that person and get them to stay on the list. Because if they don't stay on the list, you can't communicate. If you can't communicate, you can't generate income. Now into phase 5, we have to start thinking about how can we reach people on the internet? How do we generate traffic to a site that we have to even get them on an email? Now in phase 5, we have to think about how do we actually get in front of people on the internet? How do we generate that traffic to our websites? How do we even get them exposed to the fact that we have an email list that we want them to join, or anything else that we have on a web page that relates to products we're selling or services we're selling or anything else that we want to do with our business? So when it comes to generating traffic, and this is the big one, this is the big problem that most marketers are trying to solve. I need traffic to my website because traffic equals money. If you can learn how to generate traffic to your website, especially targeted profitable traffic, that's where you'll generate your money and your income in your business. So it's through your email list and what value that has, as well as the traffic, the lead generation. That's how all business has always been. Lead generation is critical. So when it comes to the internet, if you want to make a lot of money, you have to be good at generating traffic to one of your websites. So what are our options for driving traffic, and which ones should we use, or which ones should we use first? Well, there are a lot of different methods for driving traffic, probably thousands. But if we apply the 80-20 rule, which is very, very powerful, the Pareto principle, and understanding that 80% of results in almost anything will be provided by 20% of the things in motion related to that scenario. It's the same when it comes to traffic. If you were to analyze anyone's traffic to a popular website, there's just a few things that generate most of the traffic, while the rest of the traffic is generated by a bunch of different little other things. So if you want to get good at building wealth and making a lot of money on the internet, you have to learn how to effectively drive traffic. And so if you want to learn how to effectively drive traffic, you need to focus on the few things that can bring in the 80%. So what are those few things? Well, typically, you can break that traffic down to 3 main areas. Pay-per-click traffic, search engine optimized traffic, which would be free pages that get, your pages that get listed in Google, and you're getting traffic for free when people click on the results that happen to list, a link to your page. Pay-per-click traffic, of course, is bidding on keywords, such as in Google when you do a search, the ads you see down the right-hand side, and paying per click every time someone searches for a keyword. So as you can imagine, both of these sources are all related to someone searching for a specific keyword or phrase within a search engine like Google. So they type in, how do I make money from home? Or how do I learn to defend myself? So when they type that in, the website that they end up on comes in one of two ways. They either click on one of the natural listings that shows below when someone does a search like that in a search engine, or they click one of the ads that show around the area where someone searches. Now, that is what I consider direct traffic, someone directly looking for and actively looking for a specific solution to a problem. And then on the other side of things, we have indirect traffic, where someone would be on a website or on a web page and they'd see an ad or promotion for something totally unrelated to what they're in the process of doing, or it could be related to what they're doing, but they weren't actively looking for it at that moment in time, but yet they have interest because that ad matches the content of the site that they're on, and so they click that and then go to the site. But the best traffic is the direct traffic. But the third biggest, and these are in no particular order because it's different for different markets, but the third best way to generate traffic to a site on the internet is through someone else's traffic. That can be through an endorsement as an affiliate or anything else. So pay-per-click traffic is very valuable. Search engine optimized traffic is very valuable. And then other people's traffic is a combination of those two. So it's still all very, very related. So when it comes to pay-per-click and search engine traffic, being the direct traffic, the thing that makes it the most valuable source of leads on the entire internet, which in turn will almost in every case produce the most money for you per person, is because of one thing. The lead that's looking for that certain solution is highly, highly targeted. In other words, they're most likely to be a person that will buy or click a link that will make you some money when they're looking for a specific solution, and they're actively looking for the specific solution. It's not like they're interested in Corvettes and they're on a Corvette-related website and they see a banner advertisement for some kind of sheepskin car covers for Corvette owners. Now, certainly that ad is effective and it can sell those car seat covers to people on that website, but the best possible prospect for the company selling those sheepskin covers is someone that would type into a search engine sheepskin covers for a Corvette car, or just for a Corvette. So the power in keywords is that it's someone looking for something specific at a specific moment in time. So because it's so targeted, keywords on the internet are pretty much the most valuable type of market intelligence in the entire game of making money on the internet. And it's because it relates to many different traffic sources, let alone the big ones, as well as to specific needs that people are looking for. Now, if we leave out the other people's traffic for now, and the model that would take to get it, which would be pretty much having an affiliate program or doing a joint venture with someone where they would tap into their distribution, their email lists, or their natural traffic, or their paid traffic to generate a link to your site to send you traffic. That's that model. That's a little bit of a different model. Then we're left with pay-per-click traffic and search engine optimized traffic. Well, both of these have tremendous value. Many of them are equal in many ways, and sometimes search engine optimized traffic can be even more valuable because people trust those organic listings a little bit more. But all things considered, both of them are worth a lot. But the thing you have to understand about this process is that search engine optimization traffic takes more time to get. It takes time to get a web page ranked, and of course to get it to stay in the top listings of Google. So because it takes time, weeks, sometimes months before much traffic will come from search engine optimized traffic, you're left with pay-per-click traffic as the number one most important source when it comes to making money on the internet. So now that we know that pay-per-click traffic is the most absolutely valuable traffic and absolutely most important traffic, this is where all things will be directed through. To start a new business, to test a new business, to grow an existing business, or anything to do with making money on the internet. Pay-per-click traffic is where everything will start and ultimately where everything will end. Everything else is just a variation or an attempt to find additional traffic that won't be as targeted. And in phase 6, you're going to understand why that's so important.